Hello everyone, welcome to the Platinum Newbie. I'm Lorenzo and we'll be playing ladder together for the next coming episodes. This is my new show. I'm going to show you how I play on the ladder. The show is called the Platinum Newbie because I just finished my placement matches and lo and behold I ranked Platinum. It's also called Newbie, it's called the Platinum Newbie because I don't really think I belong in Platinum League. I'll introduce myself. I'm playing as Chevron. You may have seen that. I'm the Proto species here in the lower left part of the map. And why don't I think I belong in Platinum? It's because I'm basically your average StarCraft player. I know the basics, I know my probes and pylons, I know how to macro, I can get an army out, but I'm not a pro. I'm not good at this game by any measure. If you give me a large army I can do 1A and that's about it. I can pick one caster unit and do the Psi Storms, I can do the force fields, I can even do some time warps or even feedbacks, but the thing is I can do one of them. I can't separate my army, I can't do splits, I can't do go-to micro. Basically my go-to tactic is to make more stuff than the other guy and then try and win the game with it. Now I've been watching Husky StarCraft's channel. By the way, hi Husky, if you're hating on me because I'm stealing your concept, please don't. I really appreciate your videos and I'm just trying to add to all the goodness everywhere. I've been looking at his videos, the Ladder Anxiety and the Bronze League Heroes one basically, and I've decided to do something similar. So I'm going to show you 2 out of the 5 placement matches. One was a disconnect where I just got the free win, 2 were really boring and 2 were kind of fun. This is one of them, I liked it. And we're gonna I'm gonna upload every video of me laddering, which will hopefully inspire you to go onto the ladder, play some games, and enjoy StarCraft, because it really is a fun game. It's great fun to play around with, get your adrenaline pumping, and of course get those ladder points. So whatever the outcome after these placement matches, I'm gonna upload the video, gonna cast it, and I'm gonna hopefully share some laughs, share some tears, and see how we do. Can I stay in the Platinum League? Will I be demoted to Gold, Silver and then Bronze? Or will I get better, earn my Platinum wings and move on to Masters? We'll see. In this game we're following my vision on the replay. Maybe I'll cast some live games in the future. I don't think my computer is good enough for it, so I might try it out, but it might stay with replays. Anyway, what's going on now? I'm trying to do basically I was thinking I might try a 1 gate expand, but then I got scared and added on a 2nd gate before the expand. Anyway, that's not happened yet. Here's just some scouting going on. I can get the Zealot out, and I see basically my opponent is not doing anything cheesy. He's got his gateway, he's got the cybernetic score going down, so I'm not too afraid. Don't have to face down a cannon rush or a proxy gateway or anything nasty like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my 2nd gas geyser here and move that zealot around a bit and scout around the map, because I think this was my first time playing on this map. I really don't have any idea where the towers or the expansions and stuff are. So that's the 2nd gateway going down there, and I'm just chronoing out some more probes. Well, quite proud of how quickly I put those 3 guys in the geyser immediately as it finished, and there I get my first stalker out, chronoing the warp gate research, so to get those shiny juicy warp gates sooner. And this is about the time I'm going to be thinking about getting an expansion, because I think I've not seen any aggression from the other player. He could be doing a 4 gate, he could be doing some air. Don't know, but as soon as I get the 2nd gateway up, I can use that with the mothership core, is what I was thinking, and the mothership core which is just popped out. I can use the photon overcharge on it, which basically turns into a massive cannon. So now I'm saving up for an expansion, and there it goes down. And my reasoning here is as soon as that Nexus finishes, I won't need as many units as long as I can fight at that natural expansion, and I can then use the mothership core to photon overcharge it and basically have a big free cannon. So that's what I'm thinking here. Of course I do have to move the mothership core to that expansion now. It's just chilling in the mineral line, which is not the best place for it. Warp gate research almost finished, and I'm staying ahead with my pylons. And there goes the warp gate research. And I'm deciding to put a robotics facility down don't remember what for, probably for Immortals or Observers or Colossus, as those are the units that are oftentimes built from the robotics facilities. And there's my second base nearing completion, finally moving over the mothership core, so when that attack event inevitably comes, I can use it to overcharge the Nexus and defend, and then hopefully move on to crush my opponent. This is one of my first games in Heart of the Swarm, and I've really been happy seeing how that mothership core works out. It adds a lot of versatility. When you're doing a 4-gate, it can grant you vision up the ramp, which is fairly good. And oh, look at that, there's the enemy coming, and we can see how this photon overcharge works. He does have a fair amount more units than me, and accidentally I grabbed some probes that were just transferring to my natural to aid in the defense, which I think it's actually been good, because it added some hit points, some damage buffer, and it made the defending force look a little bit bigger, but it was 100% by accident. So whether it was good or not, it just sort of happened. And that photon overcharge on the Nexus is really massive. I think it's got a 13 range, which is well, don't shoot me if I'm wrong, but I think it's longer than a siege tank, so that's quite a good defense. Also, new in Heart of the Swarm is that hallucination is now a free ability on the sentry. It still costs energy, but it doesn't have to be researched anymore. So I'm now scouting with the hallucinated Phoenix, which is always a favorite. I mean, it's just free information for just a bit of energy, which if you get the sentries, you can just use it to scout. If you don't have the observers, if you don't have just throw away Zerglings, which you don't often have as Protoss, you can use a hallucinated Phoenix. And the Phoenix is now in this base, and I can see he's got a Stargate, he's got some gates, robotics facility, and the expansion is just going down for him. This makes me fairly confident, because my expansion has been mining for a few minutes now, so if his one is just down now, I should be ahead. So I decide to move out and see if I can press home that advantage and win the game. And what happens now is I meet the enemy in a fairly bad position. My army is all stretched out, and well, he's got the better concave, I've got the low ground, but I've got an Immortal, and that one just chews up the Stalkers. I actually didn't expect... oh, look at that. There's some Oracles in my base, and what I did when I saw those was think, well, nope, that's not happening. It's only 2, how much damage can they do? So that was a very big mistake. I didn't even move those probes away. I just thought, well, Oracles, I don't know those units, so they're probably not going to do anything, which is of course a ridiculous thought. Anyway, so now I see that the Oracles have basically wiped out one of my mining bases, and so I decide to just move out and see if I can do some damage in return, because if I don't, I'm pretty much screwed. So here I am walking into his base, and well, there's 2 small armies. I've got the upper hand, only just. So I decide, let's try a hallucinated Colossus, see if he goes for it. And if he does, then that's soaking up some damage. So attacking his expansion, and look at that, he's going for the hallucinated Colossus. This made me so happy, because I'm here with the smaller army, supply-wise and money-wise, but I still win. I still managed to clean this up because he managed to go for the hallucinated units. And then hallucinate some more Stalkers, and they are again soaking up the damage. So that made me feel like a pro. That made me feel really good and content with my StarCraft skills. So here I am now with constantly reinforcing the gateway units. Got a few Immortals here, and now he's basically hasn't got a chance. His Oracles are out of energy. My base is out of probes, but it doesn't matter anymore because I'm cleaning his up with lots of units. And this time I am moving away my probes, which I didn't have to because they don't have energy. So Oracle managing, not quite great yet, but I did just move in and kill him, as Day 9 taught us. Good counter to Oracles is to just go and fucking kill him. So here that goes. And so what have we learned from this game? Immortals are really good against Stalkers, which they have been for years now, but still surprised me. And Oracles are really good against probes. So good that you really should move your probes away when they're here. Anyway, this was the first game. Go ahead, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and most importantly, go play a game of StarCraft and tell me the results. And I will be making the next video soon. Goodbye.